Hello guys, welcome to Math City with Miss G. In this video, we are going to talk about law of sines and law of cosines. Let's focus our attention on the figure. If you may notice that the angles are labeled with capital letters and the sides are labeled with small letters. I'm looking at angle A. Opposite to angle A is small letter a. Angle B, its corresponding side is small b, as well as angle C with its corresponding side, which is small c. Let's write the formula or recall how do we solve or apply law of sines in a problem. So I can start with A over sine A equals B over sine B, capital letter, C over sine capital letter C. So in this formula, I have my sides on the numerator and on the bottom are angles. These two can switch. Sometimes you will see that the angles are going to be on the numerator and the sides are going to be in the denominator. Will we have the same answer? Yes. When do we use law of sines? We use law of sines when we are given with two angles and one side. We can also use law of sines when we are given with two sides and one angle. Now let's talk about law of cosines. So for example, if A, the side A is missing, then I'm going to square A equals, then square the other two sides. B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine, the letter that I started with, which is A. But this time, we're talking about the angle, capital A. If B is missing, we square B, square the other two sides, minus 2AC times cosine B, capital B, the angle. Now, if C is missing, we're squaring C and then square the other two sides, which is A plus B minus 2AB times cosine C. When do we use law of cosines? We use law of cosines when we are given with three sides. We're trying to find an angle. When we are given with two sides and one angle. Let's use this information to try and solve this problem. Use the law of sines and law of cosines to solve for the unknown for each triangle. The first thing that we need to do is to label the given. So I'd like to make this angle here as my big A, and its opposite side is going to be small a, and then the other two sides are going to be B and C. So I'd like my B to be 7 and C as the 10. Can they switch? Definitely. So let's start trying to find this missing side, which is EF. So my EF is also labeled as the side A. So let's try and find that first. So I would use law of cosine for this, because we're trying to find a missing side and we're given an angle and two sides. So we can use A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. Let's substitute the given. We're trying to find A. My B is 7, my C is 10, minus 2 times 7 times 10 times cosine angle A is 132. We can type all of this information in the calculator and we will get 242.6783. We're trying to get A by itself, and so we're going to extract the square roots on both sides. If we were to round our answer to the nearest tenths, then our answer would be 15.6. So A is 15.6, which is also the value of segment EF. Now let us find the measure of angles E and measure of angle F. So this time we are going to be using law of sines. So let me try and use find angle angle E first, and I'm gonna label E as my Y angle. Now I'm gonna start with, so I'll do C over sine C equals, I'm gonna do A over sine A. Let's substitute the given. So we've got C, which is 10 over sine. That C is my angle, and that is the missing, and I'm making it Y equals A is 15.6 over sine A, and that's 132. Sine 132. Let's cross multiply. So that would be 15.6 sine Y equals 10 times sine 132. Remember, we are trying to find the Y by itself. So we're gonna cross multiply. We did cross multiply, but I want to get the Y by itself, so I need to divide both sides by 15.6. So that cancels out. So we are left with sine Y equals, and we type this in our calculator. Let's use 4 decimal places. So I will have 0.4764. Since we are trying to find the value of Y, we're gonna take inverse of sine. So 0.4764. So Y is equal to, if we were to use tenths place, that would be 28.5 degrees. Remember, Y is a measure of an angle. So let's substitute or write that answer. My Y, which is angle E, is 28.5 degrees. Now to find angle F, this angle right here, it should be easier. Why? Because we already know the other two angles. So I'll just do 180 minus the sum of the two other angles. 28.5 plus 132. The remainder is going to be the measure of angle F. And that should be equal to 19.5 degrees. By the way, if you find value in this video, please hit subscribe and share it with your friends. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let us try one more problem. The first thing we need to do is to label the given. So we have an angle, and I want to make this as my angle, my A, capital A. Opposite side is going to be small a. And then I'm gonna make 17 as my B. So we are trying to find a missing side, and that missing side is XY. So this side right here, and this is my C, that letter C, and it is missing. Okay, so we can find one of the angles first, and that angle, let me say, I want to try and find angle X first. So angle X, so I will have B, I'll start with B over sine X. So since I'm making this as my B, so this is going to be my big B, the angle B. So I'm gonna change that one into big B, which is, although that is a known. So let's see, that is big B. equals. Then I'm going to use the given A over sine A. Let's substitute. So B is 17, side B, sine B, which is this right here. I made that's my big B, so that is X, and I'm trying to find X equals, A is 28 over sine 98. Let's cross multiply. So I will have 28 sine X equals 17 times sine 98. I need to divide both sides by 28 to get rid of 28. So drop sine X equals, put this in a calculator, sine 98, enter, times 17 divided by 28. So that will be 0.6012. Let's use 4 decimal place. And so isolating X by itself, will have sine inverse of 0.6012. And if we are to use a whole number, we will get X equals 37 degrees. So going up here, we're gonna label angle X, which is equal to 37 degrees. So X. Now we can solve for angle W at this time. So that would be simply 180 minus 37 minus 98, or the sum of the two other angles, and that would leave us with 45. So this is 45 degrees. So angle W is 45 degrees. Now we are going to find the missing side, and that missing side is my C, or which is also equal to segment XY, and it's missing. So we can use law of sines, trying to find C. So we will write C over sine C equals A over sine A. Let's substitute. So we have sine C is missing. We're trying to find side C over sine 45 equals, A is 28, the side A, and sine the angle, its corresponding angle is 98. All right, let us cross multiply. So we will get C sine times sine 98 equals 28 times sine 45. Dividing both sides by, we're going to divide by sine 98 because we want to get C by itself. We're going to type this in our calculator. 28 times sine 45, enter, divided by sine 98. If we are to round our answer to the nearest integer or whole number, that would be equal to 20. So C, which is also our XY, is equal to 20. So 20, which is the value of C. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.